ready? Anyone who will be typing? Alright, then let's get started. You've reached the City of Huntsville Suicide Hotline. Please stay on the line. Your call is being recorded.
Hello, my name is Jason Peterson. I don't really know why I'm calling. I feel worthless. Like I could disappear and no one would notice. Frankly, I don't know why I haven't killed myself.
Jason, honey, I need you to slow down. I'm here for you. I'm going to help you. But I need you to slow down. Tell me exactly what's going on. As a Christian, it's hard to look at what my society is turning into. People have become so obsessed with the idea of tolerance that the moment somebody provides a belief contrary to their own, they get upset. It seems like a childish response, but how has our government acted towards this? We've now made it illegal for government employees to share their faith while on the job. So as Christians, we should stand up, speak out, and let everyone know that there's no consequence that will keep us from standing firm in our faith. In today's piece, we look at a woman who stands up for her belief in God and ultimately cannot be knocked down. Ignoring His murder by Noah Stephen. Now we will reside over the case of Daryl Peterson versus Sarah McClure. Mr. Prosecutor, what exactly are the charges?
Your Honor, Mrs. McClure is being charged with violating her position in the government to further her own spiritual vendetta towards Daryl Peterson's son, Jason. The evidence against Mrs. McClure is that of a transcript of her phone call with Jason Peterson on the night of Sunday, June 18th. Mrs. McClure, can you please read the transcript for the court?
Certainly. Jason, honey, I need you to slow down. I'm here for you. I'm going to help you, but I need you to slow down. Tell me exactly what's going on.
Today is Father's Day, and everywhere I go, I see people saying how much they love their fathers, and how lucky they are to have them in their lives. I'm not that lucky, Jason.
I'm so sorry to hear about that. When did your father pass?
No. He's not dead. I almost think it would be easier if he was. A father's supposed to make you feel loved. I don't know that feeling. Instead, every time he tells me that I'm worthless, I just believe him. He's my father after all.
Anyway, today my mom asked us to go around the table, say something we enjoy about our dad. I guess my answer wasn't sincere enough. Things escalated very quickly. You're a piece of work, you know that? No matter what I do, you're always gonna be ungrateful. I'll work 5 days a week to put a roof over your head and food in your mouth. I will not have you disrespect me. I love you, you just can't see it. You're insane. It's all in your head. You think I'm out to make your life miserable. Well, guess what? Life's hard. It's hard for me too. You're 15 years old. When are you finally gonna grow up and get that through your thick skull? It's time for you to get over yourself. You will obey me, or I will come over there and make you.
What if he's right? What if I don't think straight? But is it crazy to feel this way when my own father tells me I'm worthless? Is it crazy for me to cry?
Jason, that's not crazy at all. But you need to know that you are loved. You've got to believe that.
Why should I? My father's one of the only people in my life who's supposed to love me no matter what. If he can't love me, who will?
Jason, there's only one person that will always love you. That's God.
You speak of God, but God's just another father. My father's disappointed in me. Why would I want another one?
Jason, God is not like that. Can you do me a favor? Give it a week. Come to my church on Sunday. I'll give you a Bible. And Jason, if I can't convince you that you do have value, that you have a purpose, and that you are lovable, well then, Jason, you can do whatever you feel you have to. But you've got to promise me you'll keep an open mind. Can you do that? I guess I can go for one more week. Thank you. No, Jason. Thank you.
So as you can see, Your Honor, Mrs. McClure clearly used her position in the government to try to convince Jason Peterson to come to her church. But Your Honor, the Petersons are atheists. They don't want their son to go to church, but Mrs. McClure was intent on convincing him. All of this happened on a government-run suicide hotline. The evidence against Mrs. McClure is clear, and the prosecution rests. Your Honor, the defense moves that Jason Peterson be called to the stand for testimony and question. Objection, Your Honor. Jason Peterson's testimony is irrelevant to find out whether or not Mrs. McClure violated her position in the government. Your Honor, Mrs. McClure works for a suicide hotline. We have to find out whether or not her actions were necessary in sustaining the life of Jason Peterson. Overruled. Jason Peterson will testify. And due to the nature of this case, I advise the prosecution be a little less aggressive in their approach. Jason, can you please tell us why you called Mrs. McClure on the night of Sunday, June 18th? Yeah, I was gonna kill myself. I guess I wanted to know if there's any reason I shouldn't. And did you get what you wanted from Mrs. McClure? You could say that. I'm alive, aren't I? That has to stand for something. She saved my life. I was gonna die. I wrote the suicide note. I bought the razors. You have to understand, my father's words hurt me more than any weapon ever could. I felt abused, but there's nothing the law says about breaking someone's spirit. As an atheist, I didn't have any reason to live anymore. But she told me about God and how He's always loved me in spite of everything I've done. And He can be the Father that I need. Why wouldn't I want that? I want to follow God. Your Honor! She's brainwashed my son. She didn't brainwash me, Dad. You brainwashed me into thinking I was worthless. If you had worth before, you certainly don't now. You're no son of mine. Order in the court. Mr. Peterson, if you do not come down, I will hold you in contempt. In fact, I've reached my decision. I'm throwing this case out. Mrs. McClure's actions were clearly justified. In fact, I move the DA open an investigation into the extent of Daryl Peterson's verbal abuse of his son, Jason. Mr. Peterson, you verbally abused your son in the middle of my courtroom, and you pressed charges against a woman who saved his life. These actions will certainly be cited in your hearing. Court adjourned. How much should I make the check out for? No, Mrs. McClure, I want to do this pro bono. You saved that boy's life. I'm not sure I would have been able to do the same. Thank you. I could hear that boy's pain. He was going to kill himself because of what his own father said to him. I just can't tell you how hard it is when the person on the other end of the line dies anyway. How it feels to be the last person to hear their voice, knowing that you could have saved them, but the law told you not to. Jason was 15 years old. I wasn't going to let him die. If I hadn't told him about his Holy Father and how He can give him the love that he needs, then I might as well have been ignoring his murder.